But we have to make sure that we do all the little things right tonight. I'm Angel Gray alongside Tabitha Turner-Wilkins, and this is the second matchup between Atlanta and the Liberty. Odyssey Sims gets a hand on it at the top of the key. Benijah Laney passes it off, works its way around the rim, and Sabrina Ionescu actually gets the bucket.
First single-digit scoring effort of the season, so she is one of the players who's definitely looking to get off to a quick start here versus Atlanta as Cheyenne Parker goes up for this easy layup underneath.
Hands it off to Shook.
And the Dream will allow Shook to take that shot all game until she hits it as Sammy Whitcomb comes through with another three-pointer. And right here, Cheyenne Parker has got to let that play go. She missed a point-blank layup to possibly win the game versus Minnesota as Laney goes inside for two.
Really early, trying to get those paint touches. A lot of action and pressure at the top of the key, but what a beautiful dish by Laney. Poise and finds Michaela.
He talked about those few defenses that he was going to throw at New York and how our players have to be there to make the defensive assignments as Kennedy Carter goes in for the layup. I was about to say easy layup, but that's easy for me to say, sitting on the sidelines.
Well, she makes everything look easy as she's going to come up with a steal as well. One-on-one with Wickham. She gets the better part of the deal. Benijah from the corner. Doesn't go, and a lot of momentum with Atlanta right now. 4-on-1, take advantage of it. Monique Billings does.
So one of the keys, of course, for the Liberty was take advantage of the size, the length of their players as Sammy Whitcomb goes in with the stop and pop.
Looking for some action underneath. Laney and Monique Billings going at each other, and Monique Billings just strips it right from her and finishes for two on the other end.
A little bit more energy and momentum.
And also tying the game with that bucket, 14 all. Laney passes it out once again to Wickham, and once again, she drains it.
To avoid running into the ref saying, hey, ref, you've got to get out the way if you don't want to get hit.
And that possession, too, that goes to New York. And that's not the way that Coach Peterson wants to see his team start the quarter with the turnover underneath. Wickham once again outside, and that one's going to be drained. They shot 41% from the three-point line the first contest.
And now Sammy Whitcomb has hit 3 threes in this game. You got to know where she is, right? You can't leave her alone. She can never be alone any longer on this floor. Crystal Bradford responds with a three-point shot of her own.
Comes down with the rebound and then going all the way to the rim. Close turnover, but finds Courtney Williams for the three. Not a bad possession for the Dream. This year, rocking the green hair. Wickham once again. And Wickham once again with the three. 15 points.
Oh, yeah, the potential is definitely there.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Jones all the way to the bucket.
She talks a lot of stuff, too, in the game. So definitely a player who backs it up.
A lot of action on the inside as Elizabeth Williams couldn't get it to fall, but Cheyenne Parker having her teammates back. We know that that's a team and that's their mantra defensively. But they're so far getting it done. And Cheyenne Parker slices to the bucket. A lot of energy and the and one much needed for this team. Courtney Williams stopped mid-range. Liberty doing a good job on her so far, but another person they have to take into account is Elizabeth Williams with a nice roll to the bucket.
I'm at the same angle looking at what Odyssey Sims saw as she passed that pass, and it was not an easy one to get through. As Oyenwere completes the putback underneath the basket over 2 Dream players.
So they want to keep an eye out on her. Once again, Michaela all the way to the rim. And 2 more points. 11 turnovers for New York. The dish from Courtney Williams to Cheyenne Parker as she continues to pile on the points. 4-point lead for New York. Atlanta still chipping away at the lead there. A bump comes from Kennedy Carter, and Sammy Wickham gets the and one.
But yeah, no, definitely excited. You know, I'm trying to be there even if I'm not on staff for media. I'm just going to watch.
Okay. And Kennedy Carter. Laney dishes it off to Sabrina Wickham. Has been on fire and continues to shoot lights out.
Sammy Wickham shooting the lights out here at Gateway Center Arena.
10 points in the first quarter. 22 points in the game. The winning plays Monique Billings brings to this team. Courtney Williams just needs the energy from the ball from Monique knocks her first field goal down, second field goal of the game. Against Wickham, once again, pulls up and one, Kennedy Carter. On the inside, can't free herself up for a look. 3 on the shot clock. Laney gets the ball back. Laney knocks down the 3.
Be aggressive, go downhill right at Wickham.
And that's exactly what Odyssey does to Elizabeth Williams. Beautiful dish.
That play underneath the basket if she can deliver it on point.
Then how about the Williams? Almost comes up with the steal. Sabrina with the 3. Ooh, that can deflate a defense.
3 points is 3 points for Ionescu.
Sabrina with 6 points on the night. Another turnover for New York. It's going to be their 13th on the night. And Kennedy Carter. Well, what can't Kennedy Carter do? Michaela working the baseline quite a bit. Draws the foul as well against Cheyenne Parker. Out rebounding Atlanta 23-13. There's a tip on the inside by the Dream, but it still once again gets tipped out and the Liberty convert.
One player hits a shot that ignites the entire team's energy, and it can get you going as Oyinwere slashes to the basket for the backdoor layup.
So 13-6 run for the Liberty, and they've been able to execute a dime by Sabrina Ionescu to show.
The offensive player was left alone underneath the basket as Monique Billings gets the rebound and goes back up for the 2.
Courtney Williams has the ball, and they've done a good job containing her so far in this game. Kennedy Carter, though, they need to find an answer. I don't know if Kennedy Carter's coming at me half the time. I'd be like, you got it. He's doing the same thing. Wickham with a beautiful dish to Michaela Onyenwere. But she is 0 for 3 from outside. Tiana Hawkins on the other side responds with a 3 of her own. Lining up, finds Michaela Onyenwere, but
excellent.
Too early. Perfect defense by Bradford.
Excellent defensive assignment right there by Bradford, who takes it in at the other end.
As Atlanta putting on a run, and Sammy Wickham left alone on the outside. Bad news for Atlanta. Approaching the 10-second mark in the quarter. 5 on the shot clock. Laney with the pump fake. Laney with the spin. Laney with 2. She's had a very nice game so far tonight. Kia Stokes tips the ball to herself. And the rebounds continue to build for the Liberty. And it's the second chance points.
She got her foot to the baseline and cut it off, took the charge. Dream ball.
The bench for Atlanta as well, stepping up Courtney Williams. If it's not tough, it's not for Courtney. She knocks that one down.
And that's what the Dream need right now, those quick scores, but they can't give it up at the other end as Leona Odom converts 2 at the other end of the court.
6 rebounds so far for her tonight. Seems like she's had 12 the way she's been cleaning it up. Courtney Williams tries to rise up, finally gets that to fall. It's Courtney Williams time. But Courtney Williams says, I'll quiet the crowd. I'm going to have to put you on the injury report for next game with all these things that you just mentioned.
This is why I'm over here with you.
Kennedy Carter.
5 twos and a free throw. Or what?
A couple of ways you can get there. Sabrina Ionescu. 3 and 1. Bringing up the next. Wickham, no hesitation, fires off, and why not?
All right, well, I don't even know what to say about that. Much like she's been doing for the entire night this game.
5 on the shot clock. Kennedy Carter working the baseline, cutting into the lead. 18-point lead for the Liberty. 20 their biggest lead on the night.
And mind you, Angel, as Benijah Laney.
In the fourth quarter, less than 3 minutes to go, but we're seeing even how it's just been a tough night as Benijah Laney continues to build on this lead, as well as Cheyenne Parker, as we saw her put on a very impressive first half. Odyssey Sims just that dog for them defensively. And that's why you have her on your team. One of those players you love to go in the foxhole with, but that's what it comes down to. But for them to come into the Gateway Center, this is the first of 2 games that they'll see against Atlanta. So we'll see them again in just a few days.